Hey, it's Kenny B, coming at you again with some value. Thanks so much for being part of the channel. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I know we post pretty infrequently, but we're trying to get this channel up and running. And I think that we have like a lot of good content. I think a lot of good advice for someone that's going in the world trying to become a better version of themselves. That's kind of what we do here at the channel. What I want to cover today are three ways why controlling your emotional state is so important. Now, I read this book by Eckhart Tolle. It's a pretty popular book, pretty well discussed in the community. Is The Power of Now, and one of the things that they discuss in this book is something called the pain body. Now, the pain body is something sort of I want to call it like more animalistic, like something if someone you're driving, someone cuts you off, you're like, screw that guy sucks, and you just have this initial burst and rush of anger and emotion and frustration, a lot of things that are built up. The pain body is just something in the book. It's sort of something that you recognize, you don't control it. It's not really about controlling, it's more about just understanding and accepting what is, and understanding, just taking a deep breath and kind of just understanding that the moment will pass. So, like I said, three reasons to control your emotional state. The first one I would say is just not to overreact to something and to be grounded. To be grounded in your own reality so other people accept your reality instead of twisting your beliefs and what your needs, your desires into what someone else does or what someone else wants. Being grounded as a man is super important because, especially today, I mean, there's so many things that will try to take you away, try to distract you. Especially with everything online, social media, it's crazy. So being grounded is super important. I also think for number two, working out and meditation is super important. Now, this is just gonna kind of help you overall. Just, if you get, frustrated or upset, you could always go to the gym, have a good workout. Also, it's just natural dopamine, natural serotonin. So you're gonna get, those up. You're gonna feel a lot better. So highly recommend the gym. Also highly recommended meditation. Something that I use is called Insight Timer, and I'll put a link down below for this. Insight Timer is great. Insight Timer is basically something you can do just to kind of turn your brain off. Just I would advise just if you can go into like a dark room or somewhere where it's not so bright and loud and there's not a lot of outside stimulus. Just kind of turning everything off. Kind of breathing. There's something called box breathing, which I do. And what it is basically it looks like a box. So you breathe in 5 seconds, hold it 5 seconds, breathe out 5 seconds, hold it 5 seconds. And you kind of go in this little loop, but you'll definitely start to feel it. Maybe in the first week or two, you might be like, hey, this isn't working. I'm not doing this meditation thing right. The funny thing about meditation is it's not so much controlling your, like I said, your emotional state or controlling, what is. It's more about just letting, those thoughts come into your brain and kind of letting them go. It's kind of like if you're on the beach watching the waves come into the sand, like you're just sort of watching them. Like you're not kind of analyzing them. You're not being like, oh, well, that was a better wave because it was bigger or stronger or cooler or something. So I would say that's number two. Number three is just gratitude and just being grateful for what you have. I know what we do a lot is like comparisons. There's a lot of these like crazy influencers like out there that are just, riding in, private yachts and private jets and living this, extravagant life. But the reality is, we all have our hardships, we all have our problems. We're just not seeing it. We're seeing a reality that they're projecting. We're seeing something that they're saying, hey, this is cool, especially if they're trying to sell their product. Right now, I'm not selling anything. My ebook is completely free. Email me, send me just message me whenever. Like, I genuinely want to help people because I'm seeing a lot of people struggle with this, and especially in today's world, especially with, men's mental health, things like that. And I think sometimes like people just don't interact well. Like this, the quality of interaction has gone significantly down over the past few years, in my opinion, because everyone is just so consumed with like their profiles and their social media and how cool they're gonna look and like whatever flexing for the gram or whatever. Like it's just I don't know. I think it's just kind of silly. But anyway, those are a few ways to control your emotional state or kind of to help. And just, something to think about. If you do have any questions, anything like that, strongly, recommend reaching out to me. Strongly recommend The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. I'll put a link in the below for that as well. But yeah, just let me know what you think. Like I said, we're kind of getting this channel off the ground, and if there's anything I could help with, love to do so. But thanks for being part of the channel. You're the best. Have a great day.